Harsh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? And I hope you are able to see my
Yes, now
video as well.
I can see your face. Thank you so much for joining this
Great.
interview session.
That's great.
So, how is life
Yeah.
going?
Yeah, everything fine.
Okay, so Harsh, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I am Harsh. I have an experience of around 5 to 6 years in SAP Business One consulting field. I have an experience of implementing SAP ECC S4. In the starting of my career, I was working as an end user, and then I have implemented and I was a part of a solution architecture with the Indian government for making the dairy industry solution. So I have worked with government projects as well in building the solution ECC. I have worked with TCS. I was a transformation manager over TCS for the cloud IO and ERP implementation, but due to some constraints I have left the TCS. I will work at the same moment I have started working with the SAP Business One solution, where I have implemented SQL as well as SAP Business One on HANA application. So this is my core experience in the consulting field. Right now I am leading the support team of 4 people over a Saurashtra region, which is a region of my current company, where I'm leading the support as well as the implementation part.
Okay, thank you so much, Harsh, for your nice introduction. So, can you tell me what is the process for business SAP Business One implementation?
So basically, initially we do the pre-sales where we as a functional consultant do visit or do have an interaction with with the customer with the help of sales team, where we identify what is the actual requirement, how can the SAP be helpful with their industry, what is the core pain area, what best we can deliver with the new implementation. Once the project gets finalized, we do the kickoff meeting with the introduction with our team, introduction of their team, who will be the core team from the end user, means the customer who will be giving the requirement. So we make a core team, a kind of steering committee, where the project manager will be looking after the whole project, and the steering committee will be looking after each and every meetings, each and every minutes of meeting, and go the implementation is on track or not. We follow ASAP methodology for implementing SAP Business One, where we start with the directly ready-made template-based implementation. Like we have a SAP Business One standard demo company or a standard solution where we directly implement a country-wise localization database in the customer's environment, and we start doing the business requirement documentation, where we do the as is process against where we map the standard process as well as the customization part. The customization part includes requirements specific to certain industry, what sort of new fields, new data tables, or what source of new objects need to be created for fulfilling the requirement of the customer. We do the fitment and gap analysis between the SAP standard procedure and what sort of customization is to be done in the business requirement documentation. Then we go for realization, where we develop the standard database as well as start developing the customization. We start developing crystal reports, query reports based on the customers formats received at the time of requirement gathering. And once the realization phase starts, we sit with the end user and start the training, testing, UAT. So and once the UAT is done, we make a strategy to make a cut over, means to transfer from legacy system to SAP Business One. We find out the best strategy. When can we make the cutoff? What will be the time when the business operation gets the lowest impact for this technology transformation, or how easy we can transform real time to the legacy system to the new system. Once the strategy is finalized, we upload the opening balances like customer balances, GL balances, vendor balances, and if there are any open transaction, like there are partial payments against some invoices, we do the opening of the all the transaction as well as master data. And once the P&L or the balance sheet get matched after uploading the balances and the master data. We start making the activities to make it live, and we declare it go live once the full scenario and the full process is executed from the day when we declare the SAP as the go live date. Post go live, we do have a post go live support where we keep our constant support. We do monitor the system, if every data is stored properly in the database or not. Is there any validations which are getting bypassed, or is there any discrepancy, or is there any error in data or not? And post go live, we also help a user to in handling error, like real time errors, like as the go live is very near, and it's almost a 1 or 2 month post go live, we give a constant hypercare support to the end user as well, so the business does not get impact because of the new technologies implemented with the business. So this is how we implement and make the go live very streamlined, and till the user gets satisfaction, we help them in making the easiness of the implementation.
Okay, thank you so much. So
Yeah.
my next question is, can you tell me, is it possible to alter the standard behavior of SAP Business One using SDK?
Yeah, it is possible to define. See, at a certain level, we can do the changes where the automated background effect is not changed with the help of SDK. See, for example, we are making an sales invoice where there are multiple tables which are getting impacted with the help of sales invoice. So we cannot do the modification in that procedure or that part. But yeah, for sure, we can, with the help of SDK, we can make new design, we can make new transactions, we can make total new module as well with the help of SDK. But we cannot alter the procedures where there are multiple financial effect or multiple inventory impact is getting affected in the backend. So we cannot alter that. Everything rest other than that, we can alter the procedures. We can make new procedures, new validations, new fields, new table, new data objects, new data tables. We can develop it with the help of SDK.
Okay, so can you tell me what is DI server in SAP Business One?
Basically, DI server is used when other than SAP or other than any application which are getting integrated with the HANA database or the SQL database with the help of any integration or any application. Like for example, we have a third-party tool which is a web-based other than SAP, and we need to integrate it with the help of SAP. So what we do is we use DI API or DI server, where we use the standard SAP transactional functionality to post the data, so that with the help of DI server we get the standard validation, and we post or we pull the data similar to posting a transaction into SAP with the help of any other legacy system. So we use DI server for that.
Okay, thank you so much. So what are the different types of data sources? Can you tell me?
Data sources can be SAP Business One on web-based, SAP Business One desktop client, SAP Business One mobile with the help of integration framework, and recently we have a SAP web client as well, where we can use it for analytics and few UDT based transaction, where we can use web client directly from the server, or we can forward the live IP we can point the live IP to the local IP directly from where there we can access the UDT as well. So these are the types of sources. We can also use DI API as a source of data, which will help in integrating, or which will help in pushing the data from legacy system to the SAP in the form of transaction.
Okay, okay, Harsh. So now I would like to ask you some situation-based question. So my question is, can you tell me about a time you had to work with an important customer or a difficult
Mhm.
manager?
Basically, what difficulty we face in implementing SAP is the challenge of making and consulting the change management over the industry. What happens is client is very important and they are very precious for us, but what happens is if they are using the legacy system since last many years and their mindset are not able to change, then what we face the challenge is that we need to convince them with the existing functionality and the existing limitation as well the existing possibility of the SAP Business One. At that moment, the most challenging thing is to help identify them that there are not the challenges or there are not the bottleneck situations where they were doing a single transaction in 4 clicks, whereas there are possibilities that in SAP the same transaction gets posted with the help of 8 clicks, whereas there are more than 50% of the transaction which gets a click based on copy to and copy from functionality. So we face challenging in handing over the change management in the industry. Sometimes it happens like management are ready to accept the change, but the core team or the entry users which are going to use the system, face it like it is a very complex system, or they feel like there is a very strict or very standard system and we are not able to bypass anything. So these are the types of challenges we face in most of the projects, and we try discussing with them, and we try to help identify that it is not as tough as what they are expecting. So this is how we manage the challenges with the customer or the management point of view.
Thank you. It's a nice answer. So, can you describe a situation where you had to make a good impression on a customer, and how did you do it?
See, basically, how we make customer happy, or the how we make impressed, is that we give the beautiful dashboards, beautiful analytics. We make the mobile application available to the management from where they do the real-time dashboards. There are few features from the SAP Business One like approval process, then alerts management, which are easily available in the mobile application and which are free of cost and which are in standard. So what customer is expecting that they should get every pop-up, every alert, every approvals in the mobile time. They are sitting anywhere at home, they are traveling, or they might be having a leisure time in their weekend. So in that time also anyone can just give the authorization with the help of mobile. Along with that, we make various alerts of like if the customer is really looking after managing or controlling the stocks, we make a few alerts enable like minimum maximum alerts. If the stock is started increasing, then we make alert to the management that your capacity is exceeding the new purchases. Likewise, we also give the real-time profit and loss. We give beautiful dashboards like what are the back orders, what are the pending purchase orders which are to be delivered, which are we give the graphical and line charts where the constant delay, which month constant delay was there in delivering the goods. Likewise, and if they are on the SAP Business One on HANA version, we give the advance to the availability and the checks, ATP checks, and we give the cash flow forecasting with the help of which customer or the management gets the futuristic requirement when their payment is going to be received, or what will be the aging of the payment, or what will be the aging of receivable, from where they can just forecast their business in next 4 months, how much amount of cash crunch or cash reach company they are going to be there. So we give various dashboards, analytics, and real-time search alerts, authorization, approvals. So we impress with the help of our implementation. Likewise,
Okay, Harsh. So, can you tell
yeah.
me about a tough challenge you faced, and how did you solve it?
One of the toughest challenge in my career was to implement the discrete manufacturing in one of the casting industry, where there in SAP Business One, what happens is we don't get the production stage wise. What we get is a single level production where same material code is there, and we make an issue against material and we make receipt from the production. So what discrete manufacturing need is, they need, once the material issued, what they need is, they need an operation wise material tracking. In which operation, in which process, what machine was used, what was the standard time. For example, there is a casting industry where a casting is done in 8 processes. But in SAP Business One, we don't have a feature like S4 HANA where we make a routing master. So what we did is we did an add-on development where we have created various routing master, and we linked it with the item and quality inspection planning with the help of new UDO and UDDT. And so we had developed an add-on where once the material is issued in the production, it will go to the add-on screen where there will be a defined processes from the routing master, and we can control the operation with the help of serial and batch management. And operation wise, we can also check the QC add-on. So there is a beautiful product available in the market, very known product with SAP add-on, that is BIAS manufacturing add-on. So we have tried making a few module where the customer is not ready to expense out so much cost for buying the BIAS manufacturing add-on. What we did is we identify few modules and we made a total customization in the discrete manufacturing, and we created a special add-on for casting industry, and we have successfully implemented where they are also managing in process QC, inward QC, the final QC once the receipt from production is done, FG final QC, and in process also if they need to send the material to the subcontracting and job work. Because what happens in casting industry, many machines are not available in house in every industry. So like making it in turning or making it the surface roughing process, what they do is they directly send the rough processed or semi-finished good to the job workers. So we have maintained the stocks at job work also with the help of this add-on. And this was the toughest part where we have implemented successfully, and they are very well running since last 4 years. And still we are enhancing the add-on more and more. We are automizing it at certain level that automatic job work will be done, issue and receipt will be done in automation. So we are making it more and more enhancing, because the customer is also getting familiar with the complexity, and now they are really happy with the solution we have provided.
Thank you so much, Harsh, for attending this interview session. It was really a nice experience talking to you.
Yeah,
So,
thanks.
this is a very initial phase. This is the first round of the interview process. So, if you are shortlisted
Okay.
here, then we'll be selected for the second round of interview, and
Okay.
interview process will be going on further. So, thank you once again for joining. So,
Yeah, thanks.
the feedback very soon. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye.